Welcome everybody back to the second episode to Amnesia, The Dark Descents. Now in the first episode, we had made it through the beginning. We had found the lamp. We had went to the laboratory and found what looked like the remains of a formula that was in the mix. And it looks like it did not pan out. Because at this very moment, I am on my way to go look for I want to continue my gameplay. Give it to me. But at this moment, I am on my way to look for 4 chemicals. And that would mean... Alright, let's get used to the gameplay. No diaries, mementos. Evidence in the laboratory have revealed that combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Chemical ingredients have been moved from the laboratory to the wine cellar. Okay, I don't want to use the lamp oils. I got a slight headache. No, that's not gonna work. I want to try to organize everything in it. I want, like, my important ingredients would be up here. Well, not down here. And then what I use every day up here. It's locked. And it will not open without a key. I don't like all that. So that means I would have to go over here because it's the only door outside of the actual main door that I'm supposed to be following. That's boarded up. Archives. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in the steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought and struck his victim with a rock. That seems pleasant. I wonder if he made it through. Well, this looks promising. I wonder what happened to this door. Ah, daylight. Oh, that didn't work. Ain't nothing in there. Nothing in there. Oh, this is a progress. More books.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. Later that evening, we uncovered tomorrow.
No, go back up. No. No. Don't skip through all those. What are you doing? The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hinan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to the sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was a tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way, late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum. that means I got two more. Two more of those diaries. Because that is one of the three. I don't like all these books being here. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm gonna pick you up and, well, get up. And we're gonna. Oh, what was that? Keep. Oh, what is this? Oh, there goes that. Is there anything on the table? In between these. No, okay. I don't like how dark and ominous this room is. There's an extra path. Thank you. I needed that. I think I found the second diary. No, Wilmer's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg, royal court, and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle, may no man break this seal. William, House of Garish. Huh. Sounds like interesting folk. Move, chair. Move. Come on. Come on. Get the hell out of my way. Found another tinderbox. Anything down here? No. I'm just gonna sit right here for a second and get my sanity back. I don't like this. I definitely don't like the well just in the back of my head. I hear it in my ear set. Okay, we're gonna open this back up. We're gonna go ahead like this one in case. Oh, that was a catalog. Okay. What's this one? The Stadium. Well, why do I hear talking? I gotta be wary to those with no light or no tinderboxes. Oh, fancy suits. Oh, here you go. I'm not gonna dirty up the place on the close these doors.
17th of May, 1839.
Algira.
My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered.
Don't sound so promising.
Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
That's not something I want to hear you say, buddy. Most definitely not something I want to hear you say. Can I check these? Turn back. I appreciate it, buddy. Hey, go ahead, close back up. Still haven't checked my original position. Yeah, that don't look good. Oh, okay. That's what this was. Come on, get your sanity back, Daniel. Ain't no reason to be no scaredy cat. This room looks pretty well lit. Oh, what if I just wanted to go in there, man? Oh, what was that? Nothing. That was a wall. Looks pretty far down, y'all. I don't like how dark this room is. I really don't. Okay, that's what this room leads to. So it's all a big circle in the end. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? Back up, back up, back up, back up. Catch my sanity back. Head's pounding, her hands are shaking. I wonder why. I swear you're a goober. You're a scaredy cat. But I am a brave boy. I will push forward, no matter means if necessary. What room is this? Whoa, hold on, what room? Oh, tunes. There ain't no reason for all that. Why the ominous music? Yeah, go ahead, come on up. Come on up, come on up. Do you open up? Oh, no, that's a shame. Yeah, go over there. I don't want you. Damn, Daniel. Put your sanity back, homie. It's alright. My head is still pinning and my hands are still shaking. What interesting thoughts. It'll be alright, you big crybaby. Come on, open. Oh, back into this big, weird, I'm figuring misplaced room. Oh, ain't that just a lovely sight? Kind of remind me of Pearl Harbor. Back in school when I used to so stuff. Whoa, 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 I just wanted to play the piano. You know what, how about this? You go ahead and stay down. You don't want me to play the piano? I won't play the piano. No, okay, man. This is like the 8th time I've seen this photo in this building since I started. There ain't no reason for this. Y'all want to mimic photos, take it somewhere else. I'm assuming that this is where everybody lines up to give an oath to Alexander. I could be wrong. I guess we're gonna have to push on to find out. Whoa, what was that? I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Don't make me. I got stoned. I'll stone you to death. Cook it like a hot potato. Actually, you go ahead and sit in case we need it. Oh, I almost passed that up too. Huh. I don't like that idea. I really don't. Whoa, blood? Hold on, let me get my sanity back. I'm not supposed to go in there with a shaky head and a shaky hand. You crazy? What if I need to run? Then my hands wouldn't move with my legs. I don't like this idea. Oh, cool. Oh. Alright, let's go. Door barely opened over there. More lamp oil. That's always what I would use. Ah, what was that shivering? I heard that. Not gonna get me this time. Okay, well, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Try to be disappointed. Why is there just a hole in the wall? I got you, bro. I got you. Hold on. You're gonna try to break. Huh. That's what I'm talking about. Whoa. Does that sound like the piano that was in there? Couldn't be.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's get the servants working on it. That's sad how you can't light up the chandeliers. My health's good. My lamp oil's nice. Oh, the key to the wine. Oh, if that wasn't obvious. No, goody, I'm trapped in. Well, about in here. In the box. tinderbox. Oh my tinderbox. Alright. What was that?
May 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Well, where's this relic at? 'Cause I would sure like to have it in my hands right now. Is it back over here? Yeah, you can stop your damn sanity. Calm down. I got all his notes for Algeria.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
There's some sort of secret door mechanism in this local history. Well, obviously, we see a blue light, and there is a draft and a faint light are coming from behind the shelf. There must be a way in. Oh, lamp oil. Great. Great. So great. I don't like how dark that is. Local folklore. Augustine, Brandenburg Castle, 1801. Another region reached with Lord's Alzheimer, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighborhood, Castle Brandenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be. Albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twist on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The gatherings. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, rot by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damn burlap sacks, dragged behind them, which revealed their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? They visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Alderstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for the fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alderstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brandenburg lives a reclusive life with his family and at his castle nearby Alderstadt. And like most of those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the littles and the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire. Hey, I wasn't done reading that! Get back! Thank you! Research. This history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to the lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. Excuse me, guys. Oh, excuse me. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago. Lived through the time of occupation and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. Oh, see, all you had to do was let me read that. I would have been good after this. I don't want to use that tinderbox, honestly. It's locked. Oh, there's a book right there. There's a book right there. Alrighty then. Oh, where's the other book? Come on. Oh, where's the other book? I just saw the other book over here. And is the other book. Oh, did I do it? Yay! I did it! Fill back up. Oh, can I hide in here? I can. Oh, time to keep themselves up. Aha, yeah, you ain't get me. I got stuck in this animation. Go away. Thank you. Regarding closing to the wine cellar, William and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessel. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brenningburg. I need to lock William and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men sleep or they will starve. Whatever comes first. They can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in the sense, solve both of my problems. Oh, bro, why are you breathing heavy? You only got a slight headache. Stop it. Move. Ain't nothing in there. Ain't nothing in there. But you got a book down here for me? What's this book called? Oh, there you go. I don't know. Wabushki. Yeah, you move. In case if I needed anything over here. Don't this room look a lot more brighter? I'm gonna leave you open in case if I have to come back. Oh no, hold on. That's not it. This door over here wasn't able to open. Yeah, let's go. Let's get the hell about this bitch. Wrong way. It won't budge. What do you mean it won't budge? You crazy? Just came from over there. Whoa. The fuck was that, bro? Maybe I can make it. Yep. Made it. Got it. I'm good. The statues were praying, gazing at the dark doom ceiling. See, I can't talk after I saw that. That? What the fuck was that? I'm not going back into the archives, it's not happening. Y'all can kiss my flaboozle. Yeah, kiss my flaboozle. It can't happen. Lines up. Alright, everybody. this is gonna be where I call it quits. This was a interesting episode. All the notes that we found, the servants that preceded Alexander himself, and then all the way up to the point to where the servants that Alexander had made and have received are diminishing his reports. He can't get nothing done because the servants that are actually moving are the ignorant ones. They just keep destroying everything. And the ones that actually knew what they were doing and was doing it like they were supposed to, they keep getting killed by the sheriff. I don't know if the sheriff's going to have anything else to do with the story going in. To be honest, whenever we walked back to the main hall to go back around to leave the archives, that thing that was walking in was growling and howling and yelling and screaming, whatever. He kind of looked like he was wearing a sheriff outfit. He really did. And if y'all remember in the note, it said, it's either the king's men leave or they starve. What if the sheriff is a part of the royal court for the king? I don't know. It's all these kind of questions. All are brave boys and girls.